ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I'm here with my co-caster Sleepy with 2 3's. Oh, sorry, Sleepy. They didn't hear any of it. Hold on a sec. We gotta get you coming in. Oh my goodness. I know, it wasn't smooth. We had it going, dude. That's why we're on Master League 2 today, though, so we can have these sorts of issues happen. I actually have no idea why you're not coming in. We really gotta debug this issue here. All right, Sleepy, welcome to the Master League.
Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning in with us. Take 2 on Onward Master League 2, where we're going to see 2, well, you know, kind of middle of the board teams here. Fury and Sinister Pride going at it here tonight. Our Saturday night fights.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be on the desk, behind the desk with you today. It's going to be an exciting event. Because we don't know what we're going to get. You know, we've been casting been trying to highlight on some of the newer squads, or mid-ranked squads in the league since, as casters, we've been doing a lot of top 10 in Season 6. And so, we've been getting a lot of, I don't know, last night's matchup was pretty good. The score was 12-7. Really a lot of caps. Redbeard's team was great. So, I frankly don't know what to expect today with Fury and Sinister Pride.
Yeah, I agree that these teams nowadays, anywhere on the board, they're surprising the hell out of me, man. From the skill of the individual players to the tactics of the overall teams. So far, everything I've seen in these few matches from Season 7, Week 1 that we've had, just a couple of days worth, yeah, I've been thoroughly impressed. It seems like a lot of people have been putting in the work here in the off season, and I love it. I love to see that. That's great.
It's gonna be fun watching trying to monitor these mid to lower ranked teams in the first half of this season, because we'll get a good vibe of what to sort of expect throughout the rest of the season, and see if anybody can climb into that top 10, because that's been sort of dominated lately by the same old hats, SMC, Globochem, Danglers, G-Men, beginners. It's the same 10 that have always been up there. Blaze has sort of been the new entry, and I feel like they've maybe pioneered a bunch of new teams coming in. Although today we're not really looking at any new teams. We can talk about rosters. You look at Fury; they've been in since Season 5. Sinister Pride, I mean, they're a veteran. They've been around as long as any squad can.
Yeah. Both teams, not very young.
Right.
They're pretty seasoned, and even Fury, the newer team, has players that have been playing longer than Fury has been a team. Like Crazy Mike, he used to play on the Great Apes with me back when I played with them before going to Danglers, and that was back in Season 4, I believe, was my first season with them. Or no, Season 4 was my last season with them. Season 5, I began with Danglers, and then played 2 seasons with them, and then now I can no longer play since I'm a moderator.
Well,
but it's fine. That's great. I like being able to work with the community and do all of that stuff. And of course, I'm still casting.
Yeah.
Like my good buddy NightFiree here. So, things are still good in the hood as far as Onward and Sleepy are concerned. But we are gonna have some action. Hopefully, they kick this off soon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's go. We got a lot. We got a lot to break down yet. We've just been bantering around back and forth here, talking about rosters. Over on Fury, we got Shelby, Vol, Bald-Headed. I guess who's gonna play? That's what's important. Lionheart VR, GT4, Bald-Headed, Snakebite, and War Within. Well, Shelby not here, but that's the starting 5 for Fury. And over on Sinister Pride, we have Ostentatious, Kanan, Nullist, Evolution, and Fester. I don't recognize any of those names on Sinister Pride. Am I out of touch?
No, I think you're looking through some rose-shaded glasses.
Okay.
Because you've been watching the top for so long.
Yeah.
You just don't recognize them.
I know.
Now there are some new names on both teams, some new players, you know, newer to the competitive play side in general on both rosters. But yeah, no, I recognize some of the names from both teams, you know, because back when I played with the Great Apes, and
Sure.
you know, they were kind of a middle of the barrel team as well, just kind of battling it out, just trying to touch the top, just like these guys are. So yeah, I definitely recognize these names myself. But I think, yeah, I think you've got the rose-colored glasses thing of
Well,
watching,
I'm
seeing
sifting.
Global all the time.
I'm sifting through their match history here. They have a total of 4 games cast in their entirety of being in the Master League for 7 seasons. So, yeah, sorry, Sinister Pride, you deserve far more attention than you've been getting.
We've failed you, Sinister Pride, and we are sorry. But week 1, we're making up for it,
Yeah.
NightFiree. Week 1,
Right.
we're doing a cast. Sinister Pride, Fury, battle is on. Sleepy's had his coffee.
What are the pick bands? I forgot them already.
Ah, right. Let me get those for you, actually.
No, I do remember one of them. I don't know who they are, but I can tell you what the bands are.
I got you.
Okay.
I got
Hit
you
me with it.
Yeah.
Quick, we gotta go.
Okay.
What are the bands?
So, Sinister Pride banned Subway, Fury banned Tanker, and the first map pick is Downfall.
Right. Okay.
Got it in.
Yeah, you did. That's good. We're good. Kicking things off. Is this a new spawn point?
No, it's just one that you don't see very often for this objective.
Wow, yeah. I feel like I've never seen such a quick center spawn. Lionheart and Baldhead almost able to take out that crosser. That's usually you'll see some smokes get used there, a little utility to secure that, but I got lucky.
Yeah, and I was just about to say right before those shots went off, it's actually a great opportunity for Marsoc to really use some aggression, gain some real estate over here on the northern side of the map, and just kind of gain some dominance here while the rest of their team, they can either push it all fast or, you know, do exactly like what we're seeing here, and push and hold now, looking for those picks on this directly on this objective while the rest of the team kind of flanks around, and they're going to come in and hit them hard. I'm assuming in what's going to be a coordinated attack here in a few minutes.
Well, yeah, look at your map here. You can kind of see the defensive lineup. It's looking super weak on the south. They almost have nobody protecting their south approach. They're all focused on the north. Those early shots drawing nearly everybody's attention over to this north spawn area. South has free cross. They can easily make their way.
If they stay quiet. If they make any noise or they take any shots that they know they can't hit, they are going to give themselves away, and it's going to be over. Their element of surprise is over, and hopefully the defense, Sinister Pride, will be able to adapt. But right now, Sinister Pride's defense, other than their weak south check, which now I'm starting to see more people kind of check it quickly, but with that weak south check, yeah, they've got a pretty strong defense otherwise. The only thing, they don't have someone in the basement, so it's going to be dangerous if Evolution gets downed and Fester Taint. It's going to be all on the line for Sinister Pride.
Absolutely right. It is. Yeah, that's really risky. Fester's going to have to move as soon as anything happens there. He'll have to be crashing into that basement area. Usually you'll put... I've seen teams put 2 in that basement.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Yeah, one looking out the window there. Shots coming out. The South's been given away. But the South push, I've noticed, NightFiree, if you check, War Within's actually rocking a shield there in the South.
I know, I was seeing that too. And I was worried he'd kind of go like ultra exposed, you know, and try and draw attention. But those shots have come out already, so South has already been exposed. But, you know, he's been managed to stay a little bit hidden, and now he's starting to make his way up. This could be really good because the way that this defense is arranged for Sinister Pride, it's very tight. And they don't... Yeah, dude, he could easily be blocking those rounds and crash up into that basement area.
Oh, wow, that's actually gorgeous. The North push that originally distracted everyone has actually kind of peeled around, peeled off back on the east, down the eastern side, and they're now wrapping up around on the southern side of their main force that pushed the South originally, and they've got a 5-man push all of a sudden here coming out from the South.
See if Sinister Pride shifts their attention accordingly. You know, they do see Shield Bearer in the top story. They've shifted one to the basement. And And now they've finally gotten the first man down of the series. Fester Taint picking up GT4. Some good shots from that 2-story there.
Yeah, if Fester Taint can stay alive long enough, he might be able to shut down this push here from the south, make them redirect. I can see one guy, looks like maybe that's War Within? No, it's Bald-Headed up there. He's kind of started to push his way in from the middle, but he's going to have a really tough time.
Tell he's headed towards
The shots are going to come out from Kanan.
Fester finds himself another there. Using that LMG to just dump rounds. That's not an LMG, is it? What was that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's using the G3.
No, he's using a G36. Kanan.
G36.
Ooh. And as we said, Sinister Pride's defense very strong right now, and they've managed to take out 3 of the 5 members of Fury, leaving them only 2 left. They've got 1:30 on their time.
Yeah, I was talking about Fester's kit.
Oh, I see, okay.
Got the LMG in that 2-story, and ooh, a team kill from Snakebite. He's been taking some fire from Fester there, and the grenade confirming himself. Yikes.
Oh, that's a rough way to go. Snakebite definitely going to be hearing about that one when they get back into the tent.
That's about the worst case scenario right there. And like we said, dude, there's still a chance for a cap here. Snakebite can push in, kill that basement, and be punching in code with really, like, Fester's not holding a good angle. But he might be able to catch Snakebite on this rotation.
He's heard it. Yeah, he's already heard the guy. He knows where he is. Fester Taint could just slowly creep out. No, he's going to do a juke fake.
25 seconds.
Oh, Fester's not going to be looking. If he can get Evolution down inside, it's all on for him. Snakebite making his push.
He doesn't realize the time's low? No, he does. He's crossed past Evolution.
He's got no, he's waiting for him to come in. He's picked a 1. Is he going for a kill? He is. He's got 7 seconds. Can he do it?
No, he's pulled out the gun. A team kill. No, he can't get it in time.
He had his chance. He should have went for it. The team kill would have helped him. He would have taken the round with a last-second cap. But unfortunately for him, I mean, but technically by the rules, he played it smart. You know, as a player, he played it smart. He heard him coming, and he was prepared to kill them. But in this case, he would have been better off going for the cap and continuing because of the team kill. Wow, dude, that was round 1, by the way. Just to remind you, like, we got that kind of.
Yeah, that's a good indicator of what's of the series. Hopefully, what we can expect. Sinister Pride, though, man, there's some holes in that defense. They need to be a little tighten that up a little bit. That objective is a hard one to D. You have to waste so many resources if you want to actually properly hold the basement. But
yeah, but I mean, if it's going to come down to time like that one did, you're better off wasting those resources inside on the objective than you are spreading them out for the early round. Because as we saw, as tight as that defense was, come 1:30, that one man was able to crash in and just, man, hats off to you, but Snakebite, but you also had to do it because your team killed your homie. So I don't know. It's like a quid pro quo thing.
Yeah. And he killed the shield user nonetheless. Like, how do you mistake someone holding a shield? That's the rough part.
Chalk that one up for the bloopers, I guess.
Mm-hmm. A little fun fact about Sinister Pride, originally called Sacrilege. They've had a host of players come through their ranks. They went through a bit of rebranding, and they're now back in the league, ready to make an impact.
Well, history lesson for all of us here on the Master League 2 channel this evening. Thank you, Dr. NightFiree.
Very welcome.
I ate your cookies from Sinister Pride, saying they will forgive us for not casting them in the past, since we are casting them this time. So thanks everybody out there for tuning in. Of course, if we haven't said that, we know there's another match going on with the Velvet Voice of Onward, Buxton himself casting SMC versus who are they playing tonight? NightFiree.
I don't know, man.
But it was a good one. Mob Squad, I think.
Yeah.
They were playing. Yeah, Mob Squad. That's it. First round, apparently, first map went an hour and 30, according to Buxton. So,
Poor guy.
bit of a massive thing. Yeah, gonna be tough to have to do that tonight. He's by himself. But anyways, we're here. It's round 2.
Cares about him, dude. We got games in front of us.
Yeah, we do, and a good one at that. Some crazy last-minute action coming out from these two teams.
Mirrored spawns too. It looks like. Sinister Pride getting that, or did they get the farther back one?
They got the farther back one, nearer to the tanks by the. Yeah.
I swear I've never seen that spawn in the middle.
It's like a white whale and a unicorn and all that magical ish, man. It's just once in a lifetime spawn you get. It's like spawning at North Hotel on the dumpster objective or the multi-purpose room objective. You know, it's just one of those rare occurrences.
I thought I was gonna fucking get them for sure. So now they know where we are. My bad.
We're gonna back up and go to
Nolas with the LMG there, peeked up on the hill, thought he had some shots, put him out, and you could hear him communicating with Kanan. Going loud like that, they're gonna have to refocus and shift around, and so they're gonna drop back completely. It looks like. No, they're gonna just opt in for this bit of a safer, longer push through the ravine here.
Yeah, when you're out that far, you can't really try and reach out and touch these enemies unless you know you can hit those shots. Taking shots early on unnecessarily just because you saw, you know, the fingernail of an enemy, not a good idea early on in the round because you're going to give away your spawn position, which the enemy may not know. And once you've blown that, you've really kind of blown a lot of good intel. Once the enemy has that, they're able to adapt very quickly to either pin you in your spawn area or just adapt their defense to focus on the most likely areas of attack. And I think that's what Fury is doing now. They've focused to a pretty all-around good coverage. They've got 2 men inside on the objective, but they don't have one. Which one I'm concerned about is on the north side of that building. If they can sneak up underneath Lionheart, they can get the cap right on top of the objective outside. But as I say that, Snakebite kind of patrols around.
Yeah, I think that was it has to have been a Marsoc smoke. Doesn't really do much as Bald-Headed finds the first pick for Fury. Sinister Pride, that's the first death of the round, I think. Oh no, they had one die in the basement too. And a team kill. But a pickup for Fury and kind of slows down the middle approach.
Yeah, Fester Tank gonna have to be careful. There's 2 guys in that center hotel, so a lot of different angles can be covered from that point itself. I mean, you've got GT4 U2 down there on the first floor looking south, Bald-Headed looking east from that second-story stairwell. It's going to be a tough job for Sinister Pride here to push from this kind of southeastern location.
An interesting flash from Bald-Headed. No follow-up off of it. It might have flashed Kanan.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. Seems like that might have worked against him. Oh, here's a follow-up nade, and it's a good one. It's Bald-Headed. He narrowly escapes Kanan's response grenade.
Wow, I don't know how Bald-Headed. I think it looked to me like that nade went into the stairs, but I don't think it did. I think it just stayed outside. Very fortunate for Bald-Headed. That would have been an amazing frag for frag. Here come the shots from Nolas. He's trying to take out those basement dwellers in that middle building and can't find anything. So now Sinister Pride in a 3v5. Just like Sinister Pride's defense though, Fury has holes. You know, they still have that one member up north, creeping his way along. Nolas has found a pick in this little 2-story here, so evening it out to a 3v4.
Should be clear now.
And a nice one at that. A nice headshot onto Bald-Headed with that M249. It's not an easy shot to make. But yeah, I agree. That guy who's at the North Hotel, he could totally just. Well, no, I can see now. Lionheart is actually checking the angle up there from the north, but Nellis gonna grab another kill. But yeah, that guy in the north, he could do a lot of damage if Lionheart has to direct his attention to the back door all of a sudden because Snakebite goes down. It could be free and clear rain for whoever that is up top there.
Ostentatious. He's a sniper, though, so he'll definitely be lingering in the back. He just checked his watch. He knows the time. A minute left on the clock. The Sinister Pride team does have to move up. They have that LMG in the middle. The suppression. Nolist has found 2 kills there, so we're into a 3v3, and frankly, they do have a pretty good means of pushing up on this objective. Fester could be capping in from the outside as well.
Yeah, they could opt to push from the north side here, and that's what it looks like they're doing. They're using the helicopter side. They're going to be able to sneak up right on it. Is Lionheart going to see him? Yes, he is. He's going to snag. He's going to snag Fester as he pushes up. Nellis going to get snagged by Snakebite, and it's now a 1v3 as we wind down to the last 30 seconds, and it's the Sniper Man. Can Sniper Man can?
He could go undetected, but he doesn't as Snakebite peeks around the corner and picks up a kill for Fury when we're in a tie ball game, 1-1.
Yep. Downfall, though, the map, to see it, typically it does go back and forth on defensive rounds, but we occasionally have those teams that are able to break that cycle. Beginners being a good one, good example of that. They're able to win those Marsoc rounds when needed. Also, G-Men, I think, play a pretty strong game here. Legionnaires are a strong Downfall team. A lot of teams have actually been playing a lot more Downfall lately than they used to. It has gotten a bit better, and I do enjoy playing it myself, but Quarantine still my top map, personally.
Yeah, I do agree. I think teams have gotten better at utilizing time a little bit. You know, you don't have the long gaps in action. You know, somebody will come out and look for a pick at 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and then you kind of get that ball rolling around 2 and 1. It still does. I mean, the last 2 rounds have been. So what was the first round? Yeah, the first round came down to 4 seconds. This one came down to 16. So these rounds are good. These teams are using up the time.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. They are. Well, Downfall, I feel like you really have to. I mean, there are teams that are successful still using aggression and trying to use, you know, a more aggressive attack plan when it comes to Downfall and trying to change things up compared to the meta. But it's kind of a low pass rate when it comes to that. And you have to be really lucky with your spawns. But yeah, I mean, I think the usage of time is smart in a map like Downfall. I think you don't need necessarily 6 minutes on a cargo map. So, you know,
right. Yeah.
You shouldn't need to wind down a cargo round all 6 minutes, is what I'm saying. And then wait.
Controversial topics from Sleepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little edgy here, but now my inbox is gonna flood with DMs because I mentioned this. So
the EU army will come after you.
Yeah, the entire world is coming after me, NightFiree. But Fury is already after Sinister Pride. They unload some early shots from their spawn in the northeast. They're pushing up. They've got some pretty good real estate, but Sinister Pride's going to get pretty offensive themselves. Kanan is going to have pushed his way up into the West Red truck building outcropping.
Taking a look.
Tucked in, looking for the push.
Yeah, taking a look at Fury. They are not. Well, they have a couple posted up on north, but they sent their shield user down south, so they're going to probably opt in for that long rotation, be swinging around. Sinister Pride has shifted up their defense a little bit as the objective shifts, obviously, so they have a little bit more focus on that south side as opposed to last time, but not a lot. They really only got one guy, Fester. Austin could also cover south too, but they actually have a lot covering that south side and very few covering north. If Fury try to focus up these 3 guys up here and make a push, something could happen.
It's very true. This objective very open, but that's the thing. It's very open. I mean, in my opinion, the most successful pushes come from that northern side. You've got a lot more cover all the way to the objective, whereas if you come from the south, at one point you're going to be completely exposed. There, if you come in from the north side, you've got the wall, you've got buildings, you've got this truck, these dead bodies. You know, you've got it all on your side to help you get up to that wall, get that tablet out, and get that objective coded in, and get that uplink.
Still going to be a little bit before the action comes down. I think VRML trying to time this up with their south approach. They're going to have the Shield Bearer and GT4 a little bit closer into that objective. Then the sound will come. It's something kind of interesting and worth noting for sure is that both these teams are definitely playing effectively to the clock. They're playing a very beginner style where they're waiting down to that last 30 seconds, but everyone seems to be aware of what the time is and how much time's left when they're pushing the objective.
Yeah, I just overheard GT4U giving some comms over the VRML radio system that they had 3 minutes left. So yeah, time awareness definitely a thing that these teams have worked on. Meanwhile, though, Sinister Pride just picking off members of VRML. They're down 2 now.
The Shield Bearer has been identified. Nolus is dumping some LMG rounds over there. He's got a full clip, and he's found the back member of that Shield squad. GT4 goes down. He doesn't have that same sort of protection.
No, he did not.
War Within does. No res available either. And VRML, their offensive pushes have been shut down pretty effectively by Sinister Pride.
Yeah, SP's defense has been right tight, if you will. They're covering angles well. I mean, in round 1, they did have an issue where they didn't have a man in the room that mattered, I should say, on the basement, and that concerned me. Also, the guy that was missing from the north side defense was a little concerning to me as well. But otherwise, their defense has been strong. It's been tight. They're not losing a single member until that last push comes out, and they're getting picks early on, which helps them early on in that defensive round kind of gain that advantage over their attackers. So they just need to figure out something on Marsoc, and I think, you know, they're in good shape here.
Well, we gotta start pushing, bro.
Yeah, they don't really have too much pressure though, because I think they started Volk. So if they just keep this Volk exchange going,
that's very true. Yeah, that is true. They all only need to sit back and secure those Volk wins to guarantee the round. But at the same time, if they slip up one of those rounds, and Kanan here, he's going to be exposed to Bald-Headed soon enough, but I think he sees him. Yeah, he's going to see Bald-Headed. And that action's going to happen on the push on the northern side, and that man has been shut down. It is all up to the Shield Bearer.
Yeah, Nolus is dialed in on him too, so I'm not sure what his plan is going to be. He also has Evolution there in the bottom story, and then Austin in the 2 story. So if they know their kill count, they should know that War is pretty much the last guy left alive. They can really shift their focus here for the last minute of the round.
Yeah. So I gotta give Sinister Pride their props, or I'm sorry, VRML their props as well. Their defense last round actually a bit stronger than Sinister Pride. So, like I said, Sinister Pride screws up that one defensive round, and VRML could be able to come back in this thing and take the defensive advantage for their own, as long as they win their defensive rounds.
Or with
shots coming off.
Yeah, you can't catch a break. The SV98 from Austin, the sniper in the 2 story, catches him out. Sinister Pride taking back the lead, keeping the Volk trend rolling.
Wow, and Sinister Pride in the kills department, they are doing pretty well. Kanan getting 3, Nullist with 3, Fester Taint all with 3. Evolution unfortunately not been able to pick one up yet. Ostentatious with 1, so the workload spread out pretty well. Same story really, I guess, for VRML. Lionheart with 1, GT4 for 1, Bald-Headed 1, Snakebite coming out with 3, and War Within at 0. But you know, close back and forth, and Downfall usually not much action, and well, to be fair, it's a little limited on action.
Yeah. Well,
until the last few seconds anyways,
yeah.
And then we get it all at once. It's like just this big explosion of things. It's the build-up, I guess, in the first 5 minutes that we pay for.
That's the hype of it though, right? You gotta ease your way into these rounds, and I'm sure we'll have we are guaranteed fast-paced rounds the rest of this series. Thankfully, we'll have Suburbia, Bazaar, Cargo, something on the plate that's going to be close quarters is going to be coming up next after this, so.
Something juicy.
Ooh, hey.
Hey.
This could be juicy as we get a pretty quick spawn for Sinister Pride. They can really utilize this spawn to crash in hard south and be a pretty fast threat to Fury if they decide to do so. They could also maybe find some picks. They're savvy enough to charge up to this top hill here. Austin may be able to grab somebody rotating.
Yeah, Bald-headed definitely could have been a target there if the members of Sinister Pride had pushed the Marsoc Towers, Marsoc North-South, I should say, not Marsoc Tower. Could have caught Bald-headed on his aggressive push out to that dumpster building. Now
Yeah.
3 men in the south going to push up for Sinister Pride.
They got their
Man, that ravine can be such a good firing position when you're on the attack. I mean, you can really use it to get some good info. I really like using the spot that Nullus is in right now, just to kind of, even if I don't take a shot, just pop up and see if I can't spot anyone. Try and give some intel to my team who might be moving, who might be exposed to that person, and then kind of start pushing my way through. If I'm not seeing anyone in that dumpster building looking at the ravine, try and push my way out and into that building. But yeah, good valuable spot, I think, from this southern push.
Good bald-headed, though. He's not exposing himself to any of those angles from Nolus, and he's going to sit here and wait until he probably hears Kanan try and run up into the two-story or run to that bottom floor. As long as he's patient, he may be able to catch out the south approach. At least a couple of them. GT4 is the first one to find some kills. Lionheart also trying to answer some shots out into the center, and that center push is getting stopped.
Yeah, Kanan, he's now just outside Bald-headed's window. Oh, but it's going to be Nullus that ends up ruining it for Kanan. He comes storming in, and Bald-headed's going to hear the footsteps. He's going to be ready and waiting, even though it's not going to be the guy who is making all the noise. Here we go, action inside. Kanan and Bald-headed facing off here soon. Kanan going to get killed because Bald-headed sees the barrel come through first. He hears Nullus. Nullus hears the shots. Goes inside thinking the basement, but he's not correct. Bald-headed giving the call out. Nullus now aware of his position. But a nice nade out. The wood's gonna stop it. No action on the target.
Man, Bald-headed is really playing a dangerous game here as he's fiddling around with Nullus in the bottom floor. Nullus may finally decide to charge up, and Bald-headed could time it properly. Good use of the window to check that one room, and he comes in. LMG shots are coming back, turned. Bald-headed with 2 in that room, and Sinister Pride now only with 2 left. Yeah, this the defense from Fury also equally as strong as Sinister Pride.
Yeah, I really like that kind of star defense, that 5-star defense that they had running on the Sinister Pride side in the last round. But I also like Fury's defense here. Bald-headed, though, working some miracles down there in that dumpster building to get to. But like I said, it's all due to that one guy, that Nullus guy. He came charging in as Kanan was sneaking his way up underneath Bald-headed, and he actually might have had a chance. But Nullus making all that noise just kind of alerted Bald-headed to people's positions, and yeah, sad story for Sinister Pride, unfortunately. Ooh, Snakebite gonna take that shot. I knew he could see him. Gonna take shots at Ostentatious. He's not gonna make anything land though.
Interesting seeing him opt for the Volk red dot, which doesn't look like a red dot, but is instead a T. I'm not a big fan of it. I will typically go for the hollow if I'm on Volk.
Yeah, that Cobra sight is a bit tougher to use, and it could just be that, you know, we're used to more of a singular red dot or a, you know, hollow sight, such as the EOTechs, whatnot. Dang, Sinister Pride, Fury's defense, just picking them off. They're not even getting close to this objective. Sinister Pride, their attack just getting cut off really early. I don't know what it is. Fury's strong defense.
Bald-headed has rotated out into a pretty exposed position. Ostentatious may be able to find the shots as he takes him out with the sniper. That's one. He has 4 more to go, though, if he wants to make it. He's going to have to face off against another sniper farther to his east.
Oh, he actually could grab GT4 here if he looks at the bottom of the hotel. He might be able to catch GT4's arm, just his elbow hanging out there. Ooh, GT4's going to peek.
I think he saw it.
I think he did, too. Yeah, he's keyed in on it. He took the shot. He missed, though. Is GT4 going to peek out and take some more shots to suppress? No. 45 seconds on the clock. Ostentatious is on the move. Sniper on the move. He's behind enemy lines. He's Owen Wilson.
That reference,
Yeah.
Sleepy, might be too old for some people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to think about.
Oh, God. My mind melting. Snakebite rotating in with his sniper rifle. Ooh, Ostentatious, though. He's going to make a bold move and pick up the enemy LMG, but did he reload it? I didn't see him reload that thing, so... And it's not going to matter because Snakebite going to come around from behind. He's going to get aggressive with that AK-12 and take down Ostentatious. Gotta say, it was a pretty impressive little sniper rifle run there that was building up.
Could have been a lot more if he'd gotten that bottom story pick, because he could have... I don't know. I think Snakebite still would have killed him over there, but would have been a little more exciting.
Yeah, oh God, I would have I'd have been awestruck if he would have been able to get a 5-man run back, a 1v5 with an M40. Like, really? On week 1, like, just I'm done. Like, I wouldn't even know how to continue, how to carry on after that.
Be a fantastic way to kick it off, that's for sure. And frankly, this series has been pretty good so far. 2-2 on the first map of Downfall if you're just tuning in. You haven't missed too much. It's been the slow-paced action every single round coming down to lower than 20 seconds? Or lower than 30 seconds?
I'd say lower than 30 to be safe, but it'd probably been under 20.
I don't know if that... Yeah, I think everything has been under... well, whatever. They've been pushing the rounds to their time limit every round, and I pretty much expect that to be the continuing thread, unless VRML can pull something out here. They've gotten close, you know? They almost capped that first round.
This is a very this is a very capable objective. So if they get the quick spawn, there's a very good chance with the number of LMGs that VRML uses, or LMG capable weapons that could, you know, easily have a mag thrown to them, they could easily overpower this defense with some good smokes, some nades, and some heavy LMG fire as they just crash. And they've got the spawn that they need to do it. So we'll see what happens, but this is the exact spawn I was talking about that they need to just utilize heavy smoke fire and just kind of explosives to just bang their way in there, get up a lot of real estate, get it fast, and get in there before the enemy's ready and set. Oh man, and Sinister Pride's defense is not going to be quite ready for them to be spawned down here. They're not even aware. Fury's already 3 men in the center hotel.
Oh. Some shots out. Not sure who, but I think Nolas is ID'd that they're over there in that center building. Fester also shifted his attention in that 2-story. He's looking for some shots. GT4 trying to take a real tight angle up to that far white house.
Baldhead is going to grab a nice headshot onto Kanan from the 2-story.
Night vision on Baldheaded right now.
Oh, I have seen that actually used quite a lot. Here we go. Got a lot of smokes now coming out onto the objective. Oh, a nice one there from the last one. It just happened to bounce down, and it's covering the door now. Here comes the push from GT4. He's got a good angle. He gets that tablet out now. He could be going in, getting this cap easily. Oh, here it comes. Oh, he's going to run by the window. He's made a mistake. That is not what he wanted to do.
He gets the cap.
What?
He's punching in the code. They don't realize they've lost their member, and Fury are going to get the cap, and they are going to take the map.
Oh my God, NightFiree, what just happened? What?
A lot of things happened to make that play work out. Some good on point. Well, I don't even think the smokes were that great. You know, they did sort of block vision for GT4 to push up, but it was really the suppression fire from Bald-Headed in the 2-story, just blocking anybody from peeking out of their windows. And that was obviously a chaotic mistake there. Nolus missing those shots on him in the smoke, and wow, he should not have won that trade.
No, yeah, I mean, and he even made the mistake of standing and running past that window. Like, the smokes actually could have worked very well for him had he stayed under that window. He could have laid prone and been in those smokes, because one happened to fall off that rooftop and land right in the doorway to where that Volk player would have been able to see out the doorway itself, let alone around the corner to the attacker. So, man, they just a lucky charm tied to his butt is all I can say.
And to those coming in, welcome from Onward Master League 1. I see Buxton Water in here. That must mean his games are wrapped up, and you've come into a quality series so far. VRML edging out a fantastic map-winning cap on Downfall, and we are going to be going into Quarantine for our second map. Sticking with the longest ranged maps possible.
Hey, but you know what? This one I personally am a huge fan of. I love this map. I love casting this map because there's a lot of great action that happens here because players typically like this map. And the top teams definitely playing the crap out of this map, especially last season, I noticed.
It is a incredibly competitive one. All sorts of routes for outplay and maneuvering, and lots of different means of flanking your enemy on this map. And you have to be aware of all the different scenarios and different angles you can be pushed in on, and we'll see if VRML and Sinister Pride are going to be ready. Sinister Pride, that's just got to be so hard for them, and they're going to have to come back and try and find some momentum on this Quarantine map. I'm trying to think, looking at the series here, who is home? I do not know.
I would assume,
it is VRML, so this should be Sinister Pride's map pick. So they can definitely. They can definitely run it back.
So wait a second. I wonder, did VRML then give up their first round pick? Because they started on offense. Didn't they?
Yeah, you're right. Sinister Pride could have, I don't know who's... Well, this is still Sinister Pride's map pick, then. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, did VRML pick Downfall, or did they give Sinister Pride the choice of the first map?
No, I wonder if Sinister Pride picked Volk and this is VRML's map pick. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's for people like Buxton who are smart.
It's information we should be receiving, though. I just don't... We need the players to be giving us that.
Maybe they should just get super
asked for.
Deep and ask for, like, producers. Cameramen. I think if we do it on here, we'll get the attention we need, right? It's like a big cry for attention.
That's very feral. I'm fucking.
Is that how it works?
I'm hoping. We'll slide a little bit of a nudge there. We need people. Dedicated people. Here we go. Action. Round 1, map 2. VRML, Sinister Pride.
You're late. You're late on the graphic.
Yeah, I figured I was. I was already talking though, so I screwed that up.
Yeah. Okay. It's all your fault.
Debatable.
Some early shots ringing out from VRML. Like IDs the Sinister Pride, or IDs VRML in their spawn. They should know that they're over in that north area. Kanan cross without any smokes, which is super risky. But he's here now, and he can pretty much watch this entire 3-man push from VRML. He could be, oh yeah, he spotted it.
2 Charlies at set.
Yeah, Bald-Headed also
Not positioned
spotted
to the right.
Looks like Nullist in that center burning building from the ridge. Nullist on the western side.
Kanan's now in a world of hurt. He's missed the shots on the snakebite on the rock. And all 3 members of Fury are drawn in and focused on this 2-story. Ooh. Snakebite. A risky move there to cross from the pillar. He's trying to continue to push up on Kanan, but not sure what the plan is. Shift over to Bald-Headed, like you're saying. He's making his move up on the west. The smokes are coming out. The suppressive fire is coming in.
Yeah, and that smoke, those trails, unfortunately, I mean, giving Nullist the idea of where to suppress. He was off at first. He was firing kind of behind Bald-Headed, but after Bald-Headed threw that smoke, the trail as he threw it, unfortunately, kind of gave away his position a little bit. Now he knows where to fire. Bald-Headed, he's not afraid. He's still pushing up. He's going to go far west and see if he can't get around that way. But we all kind of know that's a pretty dangerous route on any objective for this map to go around fully west.
Ping-ponging back and forth to both sides of the map. We shift back over to the east with Kanan getting pushed in by all 3 of these Fury. Snakebite has dropped far, far east. He's trying to come up on the hill. The trade there, actually. Kanan is resable, though. So the favorable trade for Sinister Pride. Another pick there from Ostentatious on the plane wing.
Can I get to you if I come off wing? Can I make it to
Oh,
you?
here we go. Here we go. Could be Bald-Headed getting the pick onto Nullist here in the center burning. Oh, a quick headset adjustment right at the wrong time.
Nope, he spotted him there. Yeah, he got another opportunity and
Down and burning.
snags the pick. The headset adjustment.
Just like the wrong moment he peaked at that exact time. Evolution, though. He's going to catch him crossing. No, he's not. Ooh.
That was weird. A very laggy shot there.
You saw that too. Okay, good. I thought it was just me.
It does look like Evolution is in a pool of lag, though. If you see him moving, he's just stuttering around. So not surprised he saw Bald-Headed so late. War Within gonna pick off the lagger, and
Got one down on spawn.
maybe now the lobby will speed up.
Fury now on the advantage. Lionheart picks up Kanan.
I think he's actually, yeah, it's just confirming him. Kanan had been down that whole time, was radioing in Lionheart's location, so I wonder if that plane wing defender is going to be aware.
Well, Lionheart can do so many things now that Kanan is completely down and out. The plane wing defender looks like he's seen War Within. He's putting suppressive shots down on the tank. Fester Taint is doing whatever he can to just watch the approach on the objective, but nade comes out unsure what type. It is a frag, but it's no good for the location. Bald-Headed, he's gonna go for the objective. Fester Taint having none of that, and he's gonna take Bald-Headed down.
I'm surprised that ball didn't bother to check that corner.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of a common defensive corner if anyone's going to be there. If they're not there, they're on the other side of that wall at the objective. Ostentatious, though, he's going to get shot in the back here by Lionheart, I think.
Oh, I got shot in the face.
Okay, never mind. You're a little too slow, Lionheart. Sorry, buddy.
I'm in the south dunes.
A minute left on the clock. The communication there from Lionheart. This is going to be tough for Fester, especially when you lose south control like that. I mean, this is so easy to finish off. All Lionheart has to do is just peek up and take the shots on the Fester in the corner.
Yeah, that's very true. I wonder, though, is Fury going to try and go for the cap still? I mean, they seem in no rush, and they should know that they have this guy completely dead to rights. Even a nice smoke from War Within right onto Fester's location, he could screen him out and go for the cap.
Oh.
But no, he's gonna flub a flash. Now he's blind.
There's the Lionheart push. He does get killed. Fester now there's no War Within on the corner, and the double kill. The clutch save. Sinister Pride take the round.
And man, Fester Taint throwing his arms up in exhilaration after claiming that clutch victory for Sinister Pride on round 1. Wow, you definitely surprised us because I think we were both kind of writing that one off for Fury at that point.
Well, Lionheart, oh, so unfortunate. He saw him there. He put so many rounds out towards him. And I don't know if maybe he was thinking cap, so he wasn't really trying to dial in and get those shots actually to land, or what, but really
Very
nice answer back, dude, from Fester.
You know, now that you say it, I think you're right though. I think maybe he wasn't trying to kill him, because that's exactly after who was that? Nullus or Ostentatious, one of them, pulled up on that wall.
Right.
After I said they flashed themselves.
Yep.
That's when he started shooting, and I think that was meant to keep him like pinned. Well, no, because that would have been a dumb way to come in to try and cap him. Unless the enemy was confirmed blind.
Just a little bit of a old-fashioned toss right there as Fester capitalized on some mistakes and Sinister Pride salvaging that defensive round. It definitely was Fury's to win, but
wow. We've seen a lot of impressive things. Fury showed us that they can break the defensive curse of downfall. They got a cap to win that first map. Let's see if they can do it again here.
Yeah.
But later on, because they're on defense right now.
Run that last one. I should have gotten the guy in the corner, but like I didn't know how many guys were left.
I missed my shot.
I just kept on hearing the fucking ring. And the wing guy was already dead.
hearing by listening into Fury, you can hear Bald Headed. He was the one that flashed himself. Or no, he actually went in for that early cap. I think it was GT4 that flashed himself. But yeah, Lionheart recognizing he missed those shots too, and you know, just an unfortunate series of events there.
Ooh, an
Holy
northeast pit spawn. Got a lot of fire early on. I'm not sure if that was accidental or intentional, but the exchange is coming out now between both teams. Neither one finding their target, though.
Fester took about 3 bullets into his chest, so it seems, but he's still alive. The body armor doing some work, but not quite enough.
Oh god, the angle I just watched that death from was completely brutal. I saw him peek his head up, but GT4 was just waiting for him and just blew it clean off. It was gross and nasty and awesome all at once.
Now,
Thanks, Downpour.
cram all that into one word and make a new word up.
Okay.
You have to workshop it.
Okay, will do.
Roasty.
Grosty. That makes me. That kind of makes
Yeah.
me hungry. I'm gonna be real with you. Sounds like a grilled toasty or something.
It does.
Oh, War Within. The answer's back. Fury getting a pick finally.
Got one trying to get over here on the left
Sorry,
side.
Fury getting picked by one.
No, you had it right the first time. They got it. They picked Sinister. They picked a Sinister Pride member.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself, Sleepy. Believe in yourself. And you can do anything you want, you know.
Ooh,
Second one
GT4
down,
finds another victim in the east. Kanan is dead. Nullus now by himself, but he's got that LMG. He's got a lot of bullets that he can shoot. What is he gonna do? Gonna workshop a lot of different, like, announcing voices, you know? Oh, he came around that corner and he did not see the guy standing out in the middle of the field, so he was not happy. Ooh, shit. I didn't even realize. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, shoot. I didn't even realize Nullus in a bit of a trap here. Bald-headed up there by the overpass support. Soon as Nullus fires on a GT4, he is screwed.
He'll be in some trouble. GT4 waiting. The shots come out. Ball-headed peeks up over the hill. Does spot him out, and he instantly goes down. Just like that. Bing, bang, boom.
bang bang boom. In my theory, he hit those shots against GT4 and actually got the kill and didn't have to worry about him anymore. But in this case, no, he was then engaged in a firefight that he was not prepared for. Why are they still? Oh, why did it say that they won on my screen? That was weird. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I hit the button. That's not supposed to work.
how foolish of you.
Yeah.
Little res on the west side, so Evolution is back up. Sinister Pride into a 2v4. And this is definitely their strongest angle of approach. There's only really 1 or 2 members in the way here that they have to clear out.
Yeah, just 2 really, in fact, and possibly even only 1 if they can execute the very hard kind of corner reach cap. They might be able to get it, but defense rotating pretty effectively. Maybe even pushing for a wild card flank. That guy is pretty far north. Yep, there he goes. He's pushing across the street on your map. Going north. He's going to be able to wrap around behind these guys if they don't start picking up their pace a little bit.
It's so risky to do that because, you know, you can lose control of the situation so quickly in a game like this with how quickly time to kill is, and all of a sudden 3 members of your team are dead and you're on the other side of the map.
Yep.
Or you end up coming into the backside of the final 2 members of the enemy team.
He's getting close. They'll gain a little bit of time because he's going through and he's checking all the kind of hot spots
50
of
seconds.
the west side. Sinister Pride's got to get their move on, get their thing going. Here they go. The speed has picked up. Is it going to be enough? Because here comes Bald-Headed. He's got the drop on their 6.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the angle anymore. I think they managed to just push up out of his line of sight in time, but War Within, waiting patiently, grabs him as soon as they peek the corner, and we're tied up 1-1. Woo. We are just stopping by. You've missed a excellent start to the series. NightFiree taking downfall off of a fantastic cap, a real well-coordinated push with suppression fire. And now we're tied up on quarantine, so you just came in at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, action today, primo. I mean, we've had a great one. It's been a great first cast for me to come back to NightFiree. That's what, your 3rd cast this week so far?
It is. It is.
Working like a dog, and still a few more casts to do this weekend. But so far, week 1 of season 7 is off to a banging start. I would like to know who ended up winning that SMC Mob Squad game, though.
Why don't you head on over here? Here's a roundabout way of doing that, Sleepy. You can head on over to the VRMasterleague.com/Onward website, where you could find the Onward Discord. You could click on that. Then you could scroll down to the league reports section and examine how many reports and scores have been radioed in. And that'll be your first line of finding information on when scores have been reported. Then you could go back to the website, check the match history, and see if maybe scores have been reported there on the website, because all the information you could need is also there.
Wow, all that information is listed on the VRML website? That's amazing.
I know. And it's vrmasterleague.com/onward. You have to workshop it.
Okay, we'll do. Alright, my mic is muted. So, we totally killed that infomercial, so keep that up, okay? Cool.
Your mic's muted for who?
Nobody. I knew it wasn't muted.
We'll have to make sure we charge Dakin the regular $1,000 fee.
Yeah. Yeah. If we've been charging him, I haven't been getting my end.
Oh,
of it.
shoot. What? You haven't
Maybe
getting your
$1,000? I think Dakin and I are gonna need to have a little bit of a talk.
Crazy.
Lionheart He's not ready to talk. He's ready to smoke, he said. 5 minutes. He's going to go at 5:20. He's like, he's not conformist. He doesn't like that 4:20 stuff. He's going at 5:20 instead. Smoke's out. He's down. He's made it south. What was that? That was a weird noise.
Is Lionheart
Ooh,
a sub? There's rumors abound, Sleepy. I don't think he is. Could be wrong, though.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what good are you, you know?
Not a lot, actually. Just very good at convincing people that I am.
Uh-oh. Little despot from Lionheart there. That's going to give away his location. Key in Austin. We need, like, a soundboard.
I know. Buxton, get us a soundboard in the up deck. I need a... Yeah. I need a meow 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 and a...
I know I'm behind the building next to Wayne.
Here comes the Fury push. A lot of suppressive fire from the south side. Ostentatious is aware of that, and he's just kind of taking little pot shots. Not sure what he's more concerned about, considering, like, that's his job to defend this angle. Seems more concerned about burning building.
Yeah, they're coming from the dunes. They're coming from the dunes.
Yes, it does appear, at least according to that official Onward Onward Discord, that Lionheart is a reservist, so he is doing the Fury team quite well, actually, here in this first week matchup against Sinister Pride.
Hey man, it's there for a reason. If you need to bring in an extra member, dip into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of talented players in that reservist pool too, and I think a lot of people forget that.
Whoa!
Too scared to use them.
That war within grenade bouncing off the wall, the rock, and catching Nullist on objective.
I saw it from the corner of my screen. I didn't have a good angle on the
Oh
shot,
my
though.
goodness. War within finds Fester now. He's shut down the south defense with a nade in his rifle. And now Fury can push in. They can cap. Sinister Pride has to rotate.
Here comes
Evolution.
another grenade. It's gonna. Oh, it's smoke. If that were a frag, it would have got 2. Oh, but the objective's cleared. The south, the north, it's all good. Frags coming out from Snake Evolution as he tries to guard the objective. Here comes Bald-Headed around. He's inside. He's got the kill. It's a trade, though. Oh, and the last defender is way off the objective. If Fury can get in, we could be seeing another cap here. They could be going up 3-1. What's going to happen? Lionheart, GT4, they're pushing in. It's going to be a close one. Kanan's coming in. He's got Lionheart, GT4. He's going to get... Oh, but it's not going to matter. War Within going to stay on his killing spree, and he's going to end the round for Fury. And they're going to go up 2-1.
Wow. Could have been 2 points there for Fury for sure. They could have rolled in and grabbed themselves a nice cap if War Within had maybe just pulled back on that trigger finger a little bit and let him push towards objective. They could have punched in the code. It also could have led to a comeback for Sinister Pride, so, you know, you have to, one of those situations where you just have to gauge if it's worthwhile or not.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like the guy who was on objective capping probably would have died had War Within not killed him, because his support was already dead, his direct support on the objective, so if he wasn't quick to be able to pick up that gun or snag his pistol or something,
Right.
he was definitely going to die. He was going to get it.
Fury are trying to take the series, man. If they can grab this map, they'll get the series. They'll get that guaranteed NMR.
That's it, though. As long as Sinister Pride can keep this scoreline pretty close, I mean, only 4-2 loss on Downfall, so not too bad. I mean, it could be better, could be worse. and then right now only 2-1. So if they keep that scoreline tight, you know, it won't be too bad. It's again, and it's only week 1 of the season. The MMR has been reset. Teams aren't even really ranked, and of course, unless they did a challenge match this week. So not really anything too much to be excited about, win or lose. It's early on. If you lose, you got time to rebuild and come back up. If you win, you got time to keep winning and just try and go back and improve your game. Watch those old game clips, those old POV streams if you've got teams or players on your team that stream. You know, anything, any information you can get from any, you know, source is always good for when you're training and needing to practice for a specific enemy or matchup. So.
Oh, man, the fast spawn out of Sinister Pride almost cost Snakebite his life. He's casually crossing around corners, but it does give
still gonna
information.
He's still just charging around. Here he comes. Nullus gonna kill him. Yep.
Huh.
I'm a damn psychic.
Well, I mean, that... You cannot take credit for that. You just sprinted at the corner.
I know. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said he was gonna die, because he was full-on sprint at this corner after almost being shot a minute ago. He's got a death wish. The guy just wants to die, so I just put words to it.
We got a flanker coming from the due north.
They call me Mr. Cleo. That's a reference that's too old for half these people too, probably.
Might be too old for me.
Miss Cleo, the psychic, the phone psychic lady from the Caribbean somewhere.
No. Here's some good smokes though. As Nolus has dumped him out. Lionheart's completely blind.
Hella great suppressive fire. Oh.
If he had found GT4, he would have been on an absolute rampage. The madman. He could have charged in towards objective. I don't know if they would have caught him out.
That was some impressive smoke and suppressive work right there from him. Super props to that guy. He's doing his damn thing. Ostentatious gonna finish off bald headed there in the street, and Lionheart's gonna think or use the smoke for distraction, or because he thinks the enemy's there. I'm not quite sure. There comes the smoke out onto Ostentatious's position. This could be for a push back, trying to fold in on the objective.
Oh, he could catch these two guys out right here if they're pushing up. The smokes are good though, man. These Sinister Pride smokes.
Smokester Pride, War Within's gonna grab Fester Taint, and now Sinister Pride's got only 3 left. They're getting close. They're down to only 3, and a nice frag from Ostentatious. With a follow-up smoke just to block out his vision. However, GT4, he's gonna see, or War Within, he's gonna see the opportunity to suppress. Kanan, the grenades from Sinister Pride.
So clutch right now. Fury now in a 1v3. GT4 can easily get the War Within res. He should definitely go for that, but Lionheart is not resable.
They're getting on the objective. I got hit by a fucking grenade.
As Andrea said, the more these two banter back and forth, the more I realize I took it way too seriously yesterday. It's all good, Zandria. You did a great job, buddy. And of course, if anybody else out there is interested in helping us out here with the casting, feel free to hit myself or NightFiree or Buxton or any of the other current casters. We did gain a little bit of interest when NightFiree and myself helped out with a little alt space and Onward rookie boot camp tournament a few weeks back. And a few people interested in casting from that. They helped us out. They did a good job. And yeah, so big ups to them. And if you want to help out, just feel free to message us.
What is going on? Sinister Pride are throwing this match, dude. They've backed off of this corner push on objective. They have 2 minutes left. And they're doing a full rotation to the north side.
Yeah, no, that's completely baffled me as well. I've kind of forgotten what had been going on because there's so much had built up and they had that momentum. They could have ridden it, and then it just fell on its face, and then it so it just confused me, you know. Yeah, I don't understand this either. They've got 2 of the 3 members down. The guy from Fury, who is that? GT4, he's a fool. He should be running out and getting these reses, honestly. He could definitely get War Within. And then War Within could actually stay low and come around and even get the other member who's lying there.
And there's questionable choices on both sides for sure right now.
Yeah, you know, and this is kind of the reason why you see teams like this tend to stay in the middle, because of questionable choices like this. I mean, Fury's actually been doing quite well so far. They've gotten a cap. They beat the Volk curse on downfall.
There's the res finally.
There's the res for GT4. So there's the finally playing it smart, going for those reses. If they are safe, they are in cover. Go for them. However, that 3rd member, GT4, gonna find a redemption and kill Evolution. That was a nice one. Ostentatious now looking for the refragment. He's not gonna find it. It's gonna be too dark. He's gonna shoot out towards War Within. War Within's gonna get through. And now it's up to these last 2 guys, Kanan and Ostentatious. They have 30 seconds left. NightFiree, I think they wasted their opportunity when they stopped after that flash and bang opportunity in the south.
Absolutely. Kanan in an exchange here with War Within. 15 seconds left. War Within recognizes this. He's just trying to suppress. Peeking up in and out. GT4 has found Ostentatious. Kanan has made it around the corner. He's pulling. No, he can't. Can't cap around that corner, I don't think. And so he opted to go for the kills.
You can cap that objective from around that corner. That was... Oh, my inner player is screaming inside, but it's fine. If he didn't know, you should. Now you do.
So.
What? You've casted thousands of games. You've never seen anyone cap from around this
No,
corner?
I have not. I've never seen anyone cap from around that corner.
Okay, well...
I don't think I've never seen anybody prone cap it. I've never seen anybody go up there and punch in the code.
Well, I know I've done it myself a few times, so I know it works.
Yeah. Oh.
And you don't have to clip, and you don't have to. You just have to be up on that corner just a little bit. Don't even have to be visible around it. He could have capped that completely obliviously to the defense, and it's unfortunate he didn't. But you know, again, one of those calls that is easy to make from up here in the sky instead of being down there on the ground in the headset with virtual bullets flying at me. So, yeah, you know. But you know, this game tonight, pretty good one. I will say that.
I agree with you on that. Expert opinion. Has been a quality matchup, dude. We have some excellent caps coming in on downfall. Fury trying to run away and take the series 3-1 now. And they've been doing well on Marsoc, so they can keep up the momentum, keep riding that high of the cap on downfall, which is what they've been doing this whole round on this whole series on quarantine. Yeah, they can run away with this. Then it will be up to Sinister Pride to lighten that damage, because they'll only have had 3 points scored if they lose this round.
Yeah, that won't look good against an 8-point victory or a 5 or a 9-point victory here. If Fury is able to cap this objective. I'm thinking Sinister Pride gonna play it smart, but that peeking from Nullus does not give me much confidence as he's trying to reach out and touch somebody. And he's that guy right on the objective. He's the one that I would want to be tucked in the hardest right now.
Kanan missed 3 crossing over to the south side. Nullus now may be able to catch him out. He does get one, can't find the second.
Still, that's a hell of an angle that he pulled from where he is. Calls in that he thinks he's got one down. He is correct. And he got him all the way down. A few more shots fired from him in order to confirm.
Well-hucked grenade as well, and all this fire could expose him to that plane wing, but Kanan instead denies Snakebite any sort of kills here. He rotated farther south once he, I didn't even see him cross the street. But he did, and he's over there. Gabs himself a kill.
He is, and Sinister Pride's defense finally showing up to the party here on quarantine. They're looking good to kind of take this round and get a second point on the board here, put things back in focus. But they themselves will need to focus. There's a man coming in. He's going to get up on that roof, and I think Sinister Pride missed an opportunity. They've got a guy in the hotel in the back upstairs for some reason, watching the north angle. I feel like that's a little too far back. The guys down near the objective, if they die, it's a long run from that room down to the objective. But I'm not here to pick these guys apart.
Their defense, usually we criticize that you want to have control of the rooftop.
Yeah, but no, that's why I question the motel. Is I would rather have that guy on the rooftop.
Well, take a look at
gaining that.
I was going to say, take a look at the rest of Sinister Pride's defensive lineup, and that rooftop has no angles. So as long as everybody stays in their position, the rooftop does nothing for that offense, and it's actually kind of interesting that they can sort of not worry about roof and just stay tucked in.
Look at the south.
Yeah.
There's a flank coming off I didn't even see. I didn't even know that guy was alive. I thought we were in a 4v4 here, or 4v3, but no.
Yeah, Kanan, he picked off the plane wing.
Oh, that's true.
He had rotated over there. He'd crossed the street already. He's now just pushed up a little bit.
He actually could take out the guy on the roof if he goes to the top of the plane wing.
Watch that back northeast approach back behind motel.
Smokes have come out from the rooftop. Or did that come out from the center?
I'm sure. I think that was from center.
I think Bald-Headed might be facing, depending on how he chooses to go about this approach, he could be seeing Kanan there on the wing at any point. But I think he's going to take the north side of the ambulance building. 2 minutes left on the clock. They don't have a lot of time. Fury's going to have to get their stuff together here and get a push going, because right now it is not looking good. 3v5 push. And there goes Bald-Headed to the south, but he's going to find Kanan. Get the nice headshot on the wing. The flank has been stopped. Now they can kind of relax a little bit, because that guy was about to ruin their day.
Comes over here, salvages his down teammate for a little syringe. Looks like he took some rounds in that trade. Also grabs himself a smoke. Still running that night vision even on quarantine. Not going to be an option in the near future.
That is true. Here soon, that night vision will be more harmful to you if you rock it during the day or against the flashlight or something like that, as it will be more lifelike in that sense. Nullus, the man on the objective directly on, has been taken down. Just a smart blind fire. It's a common position for defense.
Bald-Headed might find another. Evolution goes down and finally fragged by Austin in the hotel, but the objective is exposed. GT4 is here. We could be you said 5 points, but it's actually gonna happen. The code's getting punched in, and it gets, wow. Worst case scenario for Sinister Pride comes through.
I'm so sorry, Sinister Pride.
How dare you, Sleepy?
Buxton did some type of... This is why Buxton has gone underground for the league. I know now, because he's been doing spells to put his curse upon me.
This guy. How dare he?
I am just... You need to get your man Noman in line.
I know,
by the
dude.
way.
Just nothing but criticism out of him, man. Unbelievable.
Guy is not giving you any breaks. And he doesn't like our banter.
How about you
believe
sign
that?
up for some matches and cast, you meathead, instead of being critical? Unreal. Unbelievable. He's in here criticizing my camera work and hasn't signed up for a single game in the first week. Get out of here.
Oh. And it looks like our third map tonight is going to be
Unreal, dude.
Suburbia. Let's hope we're not having the full 6-minute rounds here on Suburbia. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I understand on quarantine, even though we had some early action there on a couple of rounds, but I don't know. You've interestingly named these teams, by the way. Lucky it's not. Your foolish mistakes aren't being shown to the general public.
I almost did it again.
Ooh, I need to update the score. Jeez, I've been sitting on the scoreboard. It's been 1-1-1. 5-1. And we are hopping in 5-2?
Or no,
5-1.
In that last map, yeah. 5-1.
Yeah, it was 5-1 for these guys, and now VRML, they can really get a good chunk of MMR here, man. If they keep the pace up and keep charging forward on this Suburbia map, I mean, they can.
The wound is.
Yeah,
the wound is bleeding, and how much it bleeds out, and if it kills Sinister Pride's early MMR staging, we'll find out soon enough. But a damn aggressive push from VRML on the east side. They're pushing up lanes 1 and 2 really quick. Nullus, he's up in the window to watch the lane 1 push, but nobody's there. He's not actually looking out the window, so VRML gonna get some pretty heavy real estate here very early on in the round.
Evolution is looking over here. He may be able to spot the movement from Lionheart. I don't think he does.
I don't think he can. Now he might be able to now that he's a bit closer, but
Oh!
I don't think he's gonna. Ooh! Goodness gracious! From back there? Wow! It's a hell of a nade.
Oh, the trade there. Lionheart picking up Nullus in the 2-story. He's been able to call. Ostentatious is still alive, though. They need another frag to shut him down.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to matter. Fester Taint's going to come out and pick him up now. And he's good. He's pretty much clear because that nade was from so far back. Nobody had an angle on it
I'm ready.
for the refrag on the revive.
Pickup comes out. Kanan, some shots out on the war within. A good frag gets tossed out. The shield's there. Baldhead's crashing inside. He's trying to flank Kanan, and he's got it.
Find him. Yeah, there it is. Some more shots out from Snake Bodies. He picks up Fester Taint. He's going to go down from Ostentatious. And GT4 is going to be looking for him. Here comes the frag. A nice air burst. Nope, too far back, and nothing's going to happen. GT4 and Ostentatious is going to be in a battle here soon. Evolution's the only man upstairs near the objective. Ooh, GT4 and Ostentatious still in a nice battle here by the APC. No shots are landing from either side, each one popping out just the wrong second. Now I think we're seeing the attack here. Got 2 men on the center building. They need to coordinate an attack while Ostentatious is being distracted, I think.
GT4 finds Ostentatious. Evolution has to deny war within. The shield's here. Evolution out of ammo for his for his rifle. The trade, he knives him!
Wow. Wow. I've never seen a shield player die to a knife.
Pick up the shield and use it right here. That would be the best case. GT4 gets up, he goes down. Evolution can clutch this.
Oh my goodness. And there it is. He's like, no, I don't want your tablet. I want your shield.
Bald-headed does have an angle.
He does, yeah. If Evolution does not get himself down,
I know,
he's
I
gonna
did.
get shot in the top of his face.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. He's down low enough now.
2:45 on the clock too, dude. So Bald-Headed can just sit here and wait for about another minute and a half to see if Evolution is gonna slip up and peek in this angle.
How many of you had that?
Yeah.
You have to be standing up, right? Well, you have to be on the stairs.
Or
You have to be on the stairs.
he could go try and sneak up and put a grenade through the window. It's risky with the window hitboxes or colliders, but he could do it and actually kind of get in behind Evolution.
You can hear the nerves with Bald-Headed there. A nice full deep breath to calm himself as he pushes. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Oh yeah, smart man. He's looting his teammate's body. Evolution. He's gonna hear their grenades being unpinned. This could be the downfall of Bald-Headed. No, Evolution's not even gonna look for it.
Such
And now
good
it's not gonna matter.
smokes onto that window.
Isn't gonna pay off. Oh, Bald-Headed might go for the cap from the stairs as long as he's got both feet on. Let's check it. My
He's
camera
trying.
shows, well, he's kneeling, so his character model's not lining up
Yeah.
correctly to do it.
He's
but
doing it. He got it. He
Wow,
got it.
3.3 caps in this series for Fury against Sinister Pride. That is amazing. Wow. First round of map 3, Fury. Wow, man.
Nice, Evolution.
Dude, all these unexpected events going on in this match, NightFiree. It's
That was an awesome round right there, dude. I thought that was, that's allowed? I thought that was banned. For some reason, I thought, no, capping from the bottom floor is banned.
yeah, the bottom floor, and you can only cap from the stairs technically if both feet are planted on the stairs. But I think in the condition of crouching, I mean your feet obviously aren't both like next to each other like when you're standing. You know what I mean? So that's. So I mean, basically, he did the same thing as what others do, except others just do it standing, so they don't have to be up on a higher step like that. He kind of took the safer route in not being as exposed and having his arms above him. He did it crouching to where he could keep the tablet lower, and if somebody came up approaching, he could pull his weapon quickly still and get the kill maybe. Or I could be completely wrong, and he did it because he wanted to be crouched, and it was a safer approach.
A savvy play from him either way, and Fury are definitely looking like a strong squad this season. They've been going for those caps. You go up against Fury, it's definitely gonna be something you have to watch out for. These guys, like you said, 3 caps on the series so far.
Yeah, you better have your defenses tight because Fury is coming for that objective. And this isn't even their, complete normal lineup. You got Lionheart in there. He's a sub. He's a reservist. I'm not seeing Crazy Mike, who's typically a regular starter for Fury, and some of the other guys, C4 usage coming out from Bald-Headed here on the burning house by the tree. That might catch somebody out. It's on the ground. It's kind of green. C4 is green. The grass is green. It might actually work for him.
Thought you had, Where is it?
My camera's set on it. You'll just have to zoom to see it.
Ah, okay.
It's laying right next to the trunk there. And it looks like Fury is gonna let Sinister Pride take as much real estate as they took in the last round. Kanan and Festertain pushed up quite well here. Lionheart seems to have possibly heard them moving, as he's kind of checking around the bush there, watching that corner.
The spot that he's in is so risky because Ostentatious can easily, he can't, maybe not easily, but he could keep peeking through those shrubs. I don't think Lionheart has the coverage there behind that sandbag, really. A nade's going to come out around the corner.
It's going to be good. And it's going to grab Kanan on the insta-kill. Not sure if he went down earlier or took a hit already and had to heal, but he is dead immediately.
You know, I think
seems like he would have been out of raids for the insta kill, but
I think War Within had tagged him once already, so maybe he was already damaged
Yeah.
and the nade just full killed him.
yeah, I think so as well. There was a gunfight, and I did hear some rounds hit. Bald-headed though, over on lane 4, nice frag from him over onto Evolution, who's now down in the backside of the playground. Snakebite gonna pick up Ostentatious. Bald-headed is on the push now. He's coming around on a flank. He's going up lane 4 all the way around to the spawn side, Marsok's side. He's taking down Evolution with
That's
his
two down for him.
Val, and he's rotating back around to trade now. And Fury, man, this wound just open and gushing blood.
Yeah.
Sinister Pride, unfortunately, just kind of falling apart now. They've been playing a great game, don't get me wrong. Sinister Pride not been, you know, being outplayed necessarily. Fury just being able to kind of slip through these little cracks
dude.
in the defense, man. They're wily like that.
The series has been great. I mean, Downfall was so back and forth. Quarantine, a lot of close, you know, Sinister Pride had some opportunities for caps too. And
Absolutely.
We just haven't seen those opportunities get capitalized on. Maybe that's just the difference here. Sinister Pride shift attention a little bit onto those caps, and things could be a whole, you know, obviously a different ball game here.
Yeah, and definitely, you know, some look at your defense from a different perspective. You know, have that 6th player on your roster go in and go into a spectating mode and look at your position from an overhead map
Interesting.
and see what that does and how it looks from above, like how the casters see it, because it's a great tool. You know, casts are a great tool for a team to be able to not only improve their own game from mistakes that might have happened in games that they played, but also in learning about other teams and how to improve based on how other players play. You know, it's
This series does not feel like it. Fury is up 12 to 3 right now at all. Very strange.
absolutely not. It's one of those, and that's one of the things that you can grow to not like about Onward is that score that you see sometimes really just doesn't accurately reflect the match that you just watched or the match that you just played. You know, you get down to those 1v1s, those time crunchers, those clutch opportunities and clutch plays like we've seen a few times here this evening, and you know, but it always goes the one way. You know, obviously that scoreboard is going to look really stilted. But either way, you know, a good job to Sinister Pride so far tonight. But who knows? We could be seeing a map 3 comeback here. Maybe Sinister Pride brings it back from a 3-0 here, starting with this defensive round. We'll have to see.
You will have to see round number 3, 4. Math is hard. 4?
No, 3.
Yeah, you're right.
Cap.
Yeah. Sinister Pride
Yeah, I know,
seems pretty lighthearted over on their squad, even though this, like we said, you know, they probably feel pretty decent about this series. Just things just didn't end up rolling their way.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It was a tough battle, but you know, I think they put up a great fight so far. But not ruling them getting out a few more points here before this current map is over.
The heavy-duty smoke approach here. Not enough to defend Lionheart as he tries to cross. He gets picked off. He is resable though. Snakebite's gonna go for that. Oh, the nade. Out of range.
Bald-headed though, gonna put a nice headshot onto Evolution.
The entire Fury team is across the street now. Some rounds coming in just as they're getting over there. And yeah, they're in. Lionheart, Snake, and GT4.
Oh my god, a beautiful grenade from Bald-headed, but a team kill from Lionheart onto Bald-headed right afterwards. Oh my god, the grenades from these teams tonight. Jesus, that one like rolled around the roof and dropped in behind him. Oh my goodness, these grenades. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Had a grenade-gasm just
Wow.
now, and Fury gonna have a game-gasm as they clean up all 3 maps, and only letting Sinister Pride come away with 3.
A really solid end for Fury there. That's exactly what they wanted to get that MMR into a really nice state. 13 points to 3, so they'll be getting a nice. Their next week's matchup is not going to be very easy.
No, that one will probably be one to put their new aggression to the test.
Yeah.
I mean, that was some serious level play there. I mean, that was definitely, knocking on the door of top tier level stuff. Not saying that they're not playing at top tier level, just that,
Yeah, for sure.
if they can do that consistently, they're definitely playing at top tier level. I mean,
Yeah.
we're seeing that at the top now being a lot more consistent with that level of play. So I think now the determining factor of top tier to me is playing well, but doing that so consistently. I mean, like Globochem, they play well, or beginners, or a lot of those teams, they play well, but they play well every week. Sure, they might have a bad game here or there where they give up more points to a team than they might otherwise. But, overall, they're consistent and they, typically win all of their games. So it is what it is. But yeah, some serious action in the middle of the brackets going on here at the start of season 7. I think we've got a crazy season coming up, NightFiree.
It's exciting,
I
dude.
feel it in my bones.
It's exciting. Once when we did that rookie tournament, you kind of sense that there's a lot of new blood interested in what's going on, and it's only growing. VR is only getting larger and larger, and it's interesting. We haven't ever really taken a look at the at mid-ranked teams and new teams because we never had that opportunity in our league. There's so many teams now where we can focus mid-ranked teams and new teams and not even pay attention to the top 10 until a couple weeks out to the playoffs when it matters, when those matchups are really important. We don't have repeat matchups where we've seen SMC play the same team 3 times. And so we're just going to have more diversity on the channel now in terms of what matchups you're going to be able to see, which is obviously exciting. It's just going to lead to newer strategies, teams playing off of new stuff they see. It's a good time to be involved in the Onward esports scene.
Absolutely. Competition is going to be insane this season. I mean, and it's great. We already have a set schedule. We know when everything is going to be all the way up to the championships, the finals. The structure is nice. And, it feels good to be back behind the desk and casting Onward action again. It sucks I can't play in this Onward action anymore, but, it gives me an opportunity to be able to cover more matches that otherwise I might not have been able to if I would have had to play. So it's good and it's fine, and I love doing it, and I love being able to join NightFiree. He and I, we just bang and we bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We bang and bang, we bing bong. When it needs to happen, it happens. We get it done. So,
Right.
of course,
Shush, would you? We're wrapping things up here. We're done. Thank you for tuning in to the VR Master League. If you're interested in joining, head on over to the vrmasterleague.com/onward, where you can sign up for the Twitter, the Discord, get involved, follow both Twitches, sub to both Twitches. I don't actually know if you can sub to Master League. You can sub to Master League 1, where you can get a nice emote and spread Dante's cheer throughout the Twitch universe. Highly recommend you go do that. And I think that's going to be it for us today. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's, my co-caster Sleepy with 2 3's. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. We will see you tomorrow with more Onward action at 3 p.m. PST, Animal House vs. Stone Cold Killers, and then at 5 p.m. PST, Riot vs. the Hand of Death. Don't miss it.
Good night, everybody.